Hi, it's Nell, and it's mid-November, and that means the holidays are coming up, and I want to bleach some pine cones. And I thought, why not do a quick video and show you how to bleach pine cones? It's really easy. And this was inspired by a tablescape I want to do, and I like the look of bleached pine cones. They turn a lot lighter, of course, and then you can glitter them, and it gives them a different look than if you glitter them when they're brown like this. It's a really pretty, it's almost an ethereal look to it. So I'm going to get going on that, show you how it's done. Coming right up. Okay, so this is all you need is a pail. And I'm going to do these larger cones, and I'm putting them down like this. I'm putting them this way down just because I think they fit in the pail better, that's all. There's no method of why I do that, but it just makes a nice, better fit in there, I think. Oops. You go in. Actually, you can go in the middle there. So there they are in there. And I'm going to use a mixture of about 1/3 part bleach to 2/3 part water. So far I've got the water to about here and the pine cones are to about here. So I should have had the bleach on the table, but oh well. And this is EcoVer bleach. So I'm just going to pour it. I'm not going to measure it. I'm just going to pour it over the pine cones. And you can hear it going, sizzle, sizzle, sizzle. And then I'm going to put in the rest. Ooh, it's already starting to fizz up a little bit. And then I'm just doing this so you can see. I want to get them covered with the water and the bleach mixture. And they're starting to float to the top, which you don't want because you want them completely covered. That I think should do it. I can't really tell 100% because they're floating. And then you can just put this plate on top. And then you put a brick or something to hold it. A brick, a stone, or something, because you want those pine cones to stay under. This needs just a little bit more water to cover completely. And that's all you do. Well, I'm going to check these after a day and see how they're doing. I've left them in for up to 3 days. It depends. I'm going to do some smaller cones too. So what I'll do is when these are really showing a good amount of bleaching out, then I will just put the smaller cones around, because I found in my experience that those bleach faster than these larger cones. And I'm not going to put it any place special. I'm probably just going to put it in my garage. You know, it doesn't have to be in the sun. It doesn't have to be in the closet. Just any place where it can just soak and do its thing. You don't want to leave it outside because, of course, you don't want anything to drink it. And you want to keep it away from any pets, too, because there's bleach in here. So keep it protected from children and pets. I checked the pine cones after a couple days and they weren't quite bleaching out, so I had to add some more bleach. And then I left them in for a couple more days. And as you can see, they've turned a lighter color. And I put them out here on the patio table to dry. And now I'm putting them on this foil-lined baking sheet because I'm going to put them back in, or I'm going to put them in the oven. Back in the oven. I'm going to put them in the oven so they can open up. Because you put them in the water and they close right up. And I put them on the foil because the pine cones are really fresh. So I don't want them to ooze any of that gooey sap out onto my baking tray. And I'm going to put them in the oven at about 250 for however long it takes them to open up, and you'll probably need to turn them at some point. Turn them over on the other side so they get exposed on that side too. You don't want to leave the house while you're doing this. Don't put them in the oven and then say, okay, I'm going Christmas shopping for 4 hours or 5 hours. You want to be around just to make sure that nothing happens to the sap, that it doesn't catch on fire or anything. And that's why you need to keep the temperature low, in between 200 and 250 at the most. And that is Fahrenheit. Okay, I'm going to put my pine cone roast into the oven right now. Okay, so now it's time for the fun, time to glitter. But I just wanted to show you the pine cones. I didn't totally bleach them out. The more bleach you use, the more bleached out they will be. I just wanted to lighten them. The pine cone in the front on the left is the one that's lightened, and the one on the right is one that's not, just so you can see. I don't use spray glue. I use the school glue, the white glue diluted down with water, about half and half. I'll show you that. That's how I've always done it. And these are the glitters back here. I'm going to use 3 of them. This is a Crystallina. It actually has little different color flecks in it. This is the it's just a plain crystal glitter. And then this is the vintage glitter. The it looks like snow. In the back, it's a mica glitter. It's got big flakes. So I'm not going to combine all 3, but I'm going to use all 3 glitters on different cones. The good thing about the school glue or the white glue is that it dries clear, so you don't have to worry about that. I might have to add more, who knows. But I diluted a little bit because I think it's too thick as is. But you don't want it too thin either. Simply paint the glitter on the cone, just like any way you want to do it. You can just do the edges if you want. You can just do the top of the cone. I'm going to do all over, and some I'll do the edges. It just depends on the look you want. I'm going to use these for an arrangement, as I said. That arrangement should be posted either tomorrow or within the next 3 or 4 days at the latest. Okay, so I have my vintage snow glitter, and I have this piece of paper that's going to catch the glitter. I want to make sure everything gets nice and coated. And it looks like I missed something right in here, which I want. I want to get that. And you can go back in and do this if you need to. Oops, and I missed that too. Boy. I let the glitter just kind of stay on before I shake it off. There's the cone there. You can see it. So the cones are done and they're drying. This whole process is a little time consuming, but the good thing is that these cones can be used over and over again. These are really sturdy cones, and the glitter stays on. Once it's glued on, it stays on. So this is the vintage snow, this is the crystal, and this is the Crystallina, which you can see it's showing a little bit of teal. Sometimes it has a little pinky. It just has a different sparkle to it. So these are the cones that I'm going to use in my arrangement, which is going to be a very natural arrangement with fruits and vegetables. But I think the cones will give it a delightful sparkle. Well, I hope this has inspired you to lighten and glitter some cones of your own for your holiday projects. I thank you so much for watching, for all your likes, your comments, your subscribes. I really appreciate them. As always, there's a blog post to go along with this, and stay tuned for that arrangement post coming up soon. I thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video when I'm not in my pajamas like I am right now. Happy holidays! Bye!